The Vraxian Empire had conquered 47 star systems in less than a decade. Their soldiers were engineered for perfection, 8 feet tall, muscles like corded steel, reflexes that could track a bullet mid-flight. They had crushed the silicon-based Kalari without breaking stride. They had reduced the aquatic depths of Osiara to tributary states in 3 planetary rotations. Earth, they assured themselves, would fall before the week was out. Commander Elena Chen stood on the observation deck of Moonbase Sentinel, her dark eyes fixed on the blue marble below. 23 years old, decorated twice for tactical brilliance, and she'd never felt more helpless. The Vraxian dreadnought hung in orbit like a jagged scar against the stars, 40 times the size of humanity's largest warship. "They're launching drop pods," Lieutenant Adam Foster said from his station, his voice tight. He was 2 years younger than Elena, fresh-faced despite the exhaustion that lined his features. 3 days without sleep did that to a person. 3 days watching an unstoppable armada position itself for Earth's execution. "How many?" Elena asked. "First wave, 10,000 soldiers. Landing zone, Colorado Springs. They're coming in fast, no deceleration burns. They don't care about stealth anymore." Elena's jaw clenched. Colorado Springs, NORAD. They were going straight for humanity's military command infrastructure. Textbook invasion doctrine. She'd studied the Vraxian campaigns at the Academy. Every species they'd conquered had fallen the same way. Overwhelming force, precision strikes, demoralization. "What's our defensive response?" she asked, though she already knew the answer. 3 F-35 squadrons scrambled. Ground forces mobilizing. General Matheson is coordinating from Peterson Space Force Base. Adam paused, his fingers hovering over his console. "Elena, the probability models." "I know," she cut him off. She didn't need artificial intelligence to tell her what her gut already screamed. Humanity was outmatched, outgunned, out-evolved. The Vraxians had been engineering their soldiers for warfare for 10,000 years. Humans had barely made it to the moon without killing themselves in the process. The drop pods shrieked through Earth's atmosphere like falling stars, plasma trails scoring the sky. Elena pulled up the tactical feed on her neural interface, watching through drone cameras as the first pods hammered into the ground outside Colorado Springs. Crater impacts. Dust clouds billowing. The pods split open like metal flowers and the Vraxian soldiers emerged. Then something impossible happened. The first soldier took 3 steps and collapsed. Then another. And another. Within 30 seconds, all 10,000 Vraxian warriors lay sprawled across the Colorado grassland, convulsing, gasping, their enhanced respiratory systems heaving uselessly. "What the hell?" Adam whispered. Elena's mind raced. Biological weapon? No, humanity hadn't deployed anything. Sabotage? Impossible. The Vraxians had technology that made human cybersecurity look like a child's padlock. She pulled up biometric readings from the crashed Vraxian ships they'd recovered 3 days ago, cross-referencing atmospheric composition data. Then she saw it. "Gravity," she breathed. "What? Earth's gravity. And atmospheric pressure. Adam, pull up the Vraxian homeworld specifications now." His fingers flew across the holographic interface. "Vraxia Prime. Gravity 0.6 standard. Atmospheric pressure 0.4 standard. Oxygen concentration 12%. Elena, they evolved on a low-gravity world with thin atmosphere. And they engineered themselves for even lower resistance environments," Elena finished, her heart pounding. Every species they conquered lived on worlds with lighter gravity than Earth. They optimized their soldiers for those conditions. But Earth has 1.0 standard gravity and sea-level atmospheric pressure that's crushing them, Adam said, wonder creeping into his voice. Their cardiovascular systems can't handle it. The oxygen concentration alone, we breathe 21% oxygen. To them, that's like trying to breathe pure fire, Elena said. Their enhanced metabolism is working against them. More muscle mass means more oxygen demand. But their respiratory systems can't process this much oxygen without going into shock. The gravity is compressing their organs. They're drowning in our air and being crushed by our world. On the screen, human soldiers approached the fallen Vraxians cautiously, weapons raised. But there was no fight. The galaxy's most feared warriors lay helpless, their perfect engineering betrayed by Earth's unremarkable atmosphere. Adam started laughing, a slightly hysterical sound that he quickly swallowed. We didn't even fire a shot. No, Elena said softly. Earth did that for us. More drop pods were launching from the dreadnought, but now Elena could see the hesitation in their trajectory. The Vraxian commanders had realized their mistake. She pulled up the comm channel, broadcasting on all frequencies. Attention Vraxian fleet. This is Commander Elena Chen of the Human Defense Force. Your soldiers cannot survive in Earth's environment. You have two options. Retreat and open diplomatic channels, or continue your assault and watch your warriors die without humanity firing a single shot. Your choice. The silence stretched for 7 heartbeats. Then the dreadnought's engines flared, and the massive ship began to pull away from Earth orbit. Adam let out a breath he'd been holding. They're leaving. They're actually leaving. Elena nodded, but her expression remained thoughtful. They underestimated us because we looked weak. Low technology, no genetic engineering, no conquest history. She turned to Adam, a slight smile touching her lips. They didn't realize that evolution made us perfect for our world. We don't need engineering. We were forged by Earth itself, by gravity that would crush their bones, by an atmosphere that would burn their lungs, by a planet that doesn't care about their empire. Humanity, fuck yeah? Adam offered quietly. Elena's smile widened. Humanity, fuck yeah. Below them, Earth continued its eternal rotation. Beautiful and deadly, a world that had spent 4 billion years creating the most resilient species in the galaxy. Not through design, not through engineering, but through the simple, brutal process of survival. The Vraxians had conquered 47 star systems. Earth conquered them without even trying. And,